I'll be talking today on the message, NICKY MINAJ, the burden of the messenger. 3,425 years ago, there was an ancient city called Jericho, and there's a woman living there called Rahab. She was into CSW, what we call commercial sex worker. That's a euphemism for prostitution or harlotry. So that's what she was doing. So she had a house on the city wall. She had a house. It was a strategy so that she can see those that are coming into the city. Then she can talk to them and get to know where they are coming from. She was looking out for something. There's some people she was looking out for. So Joshua sent 2 spies to go and spy out Jericho. And then they went into Jericho to spy. And then this woman met them and began to question them, began to ask them some questions, and told them that they cannot go into the hotel. You can't go into the lodge. They will begin to get your details. They begin to ask you several questions so they can come to her place and stay. So they followed her to her place, that she had information that she wanted to pass to them. So she helped them to do what they were doing and then to go back. But she told them something in Joshua chapter 2, verse 10 and 11. He said, "For we have heard how the Lord dried up the water of the Red Sea for you." This was 40 years ago. When they came out of Egypt, the Red Sea was dry. So they had this thing. They had this information. When you came out of Egypt, and what ye did unto the 2 kings of the Amorites that were on the other side Jordan, Sihon and Og, whom ye utterly destroyed. As soon as we heard these things, our hearts did melt, neither did there remain any more courage in any man. So when they had this information, they were ready for these Israelites to come and take over the place because of you. For the Lord your God, he is God in heaven above and in earth beneath. So they had believed. They were waiting 40 years ago. They were ready that the Israelites were coming to take over the city. But after a while, they didn't see them again. In verse 9, this is what she said. And she said unto them, unto the men, I know that the Lord had given you the land. Why the spies in Israel were doubting, the spies Moses sent were doubting, this woman believed that they would actually come and possess this place. So she helped them to escape, and they went back to Joshua. And they told them, they said, God has given us that land. And they told Joshua everything. Why? They got this information from a harlot. A harlot believed when they did not believe. So all the people Moses brought out, none of their names went into Hebrews 11. Hebrews 11, the hall of fame, where it talks about people of faith, people of great faith. None of the people Moses brought out of Egypt had their names in Hebrews 11. But Hebrews 11 verse 31 says, by faith, the harlot Rahab. If I'm the one writing this, I will not call her a harlot. I'll say maybe the person that used to be harlot. The Bible says harlot so that you know. The harlot Rahab perished not with them that believe not, when she had received the spies and received the spies with peace. In Matthew chapter 21 verse 31, Jesus said unto them, verily I say unto you, that the publicans and the harlots go into the kingdom of God before you. This woman was mentioned when other people were not mentioned. Sometimes God can raise a man. God can use 30 years to raise a man. Why? So that the man will give a message for 3 minutes. He can groom you for 30 years, and so that you deliver a particular message. And some people go there and then they start, saying something else, speaking English. In Luke chapter 19, some people were praising Jesus Christ. And then the Pharisees asked them to stop. Verse 39 to 40. And some of the Pharisees among the multitude said unto him, Master, rebuke thy disciples. Say, tell your disciples to stop praising you. And he answered and said unto them, I tell you that if this should hold their peace, the stones would immediately cry out. There are some Nigerians that God gave opportunity to speak on the things that are happening, but they are speaking English. These things are happening. We have to look for the definition, and immediately God raised NICKY MINAJ. The first time I had NICKY MINAJ, I was in school. I had her singing. I had some song, very vulgar song, talking about genitals, male and female genitals. And I asked, who is this? It says NICKY MINAJ. But today, God has raised her immediately to replace someone that did not speak out for God. So in Revelation chapter 3 verse 1, this is what Jesus said. He said, behold, I come quickly. Hold that fast which thou hast, that no man take your crown, no man take your reward, no man take your place. So if you are not careful with what God has given you, someone else, God will raise someone else to take it. So God raised NICKY MINAJ. She has lost many followers, millions of followers she lost. It's a sacrifice. When you speak for God, you will lose something. So some people are afraid to lose something and then they refuse to speak for God. And God will raise help from another source. When you don't talk for God, he raises help from another source. Imagine God sent me a message and I didn't speak for him. And then he raised somebody like Lee Wayne to come and take my place. He will take my crown. He will take my place. He will take my reward. Let nobody take your reward. There's a warning in Revelation chapter 21 verse 8. He said, but the fearful, this is what he said, but the fearful and unbelieving. In Amplified, he says, but as for the cowards, it's listing abomination. It's the beginning. The first that is more important to God is the cowards. But for the cowards, and the ignoble, and the contemptible, and the cravenly lacking in courage, and the cowardly, submissive, and the unbelieving and faithless. He lists all of them. All of these shall have their part in the lake that blazes with fire and brimstone. This is the second death. The person that is cowardly will go into hell. That's what the Bible is saying. In Revelation 22 verse 12, it says, and behold, I come quickly, and my reward is with me, to give to every man according as his work shall be. So whatever God has put in your heart to speak, speak it out, or else someone else will take your place. Stand up for Jesus. He's coming back, definitely, and his reward is with him. So let him that has ear, let him hear. The Lord bless you and keep you. The Lord cause his face to shine upon you and be gracious to you. The Lord lift his countenance upon you and give you shalom. I love you. Thank you so much. I'll be coming your way some other time. Take care.